if there's appetite for that.
I'm hoping you all will push on the two-story thing. I heard there's precedent for a different one, but I don't want, I mean, we didn't,
As far as design review goes, I think we're, well, speaking for myself, the architecture's suitable. I mean, it's, my issues with both of these pieces have more to do with site design, why they're not pursuing sustainability. It's more policy issues than design issues. I do have design issues, but honestly, these are pretty decent quality projects. Anyway, Andrew, did you want to make a recommendation?
I was just reminding us that we have that power.
Okay.
I'd follow you if you want to go down that road, but
I don't know what we can tell design, the DRC, regarding some of the policy stuff that we're doing.
I think it's the message gets communicated doesn't really require a vote.
Okay. Okay. Very good. We will, if y'all are good with that, we'll move on to our next order of business, if I can find it. There it is. So that closes out our new business presentations. Thank you, Will. So we'll go to our updates and reports. We're only about 45 minutes behind schedule. Doing great. Stephen Lee Johnson is not doing the design review committee update, so I'll do that one. So we did do we had our last meeting was an informal meeting because we didn't have quorum, and it was for this project, 22 Carter Street, which we will review again at a later date. We've got it currently scheduled for a special meeting the 31st, but that is dependent on the applicant's review of this two-story issue. And that, I think, is it. Asheville Downtown Association.
Yep. October 3rd is the next Building Our City Speaker Series. That's Eve Picker. And Eve launched and leads Small Change, a real estate equity crowdfunding portal to help fund transformational real estate projects. And then October 7th, Oktoberfest is back. So we hope that you guys will get tickets for that and come down and enjoy that event.
Thank you. Very good. The Homeless Initiative report.
I linked the report to the agenda if you want to read it, but really I just encourage you, if you're interested, to watch or listen to the HIAC meetings. There's always a lot of information.
Thank you. And our general downtown update.
Okay, good morning again. You all heard about the Pack Square Visioning project. Thank you for voting to recommend support of that. Downtown public restroom, I do want to highlight this. So we had a public meeting a couple weeks ago to get input on site configuration for where this restroom facility will be installed. It's the property on College Street near Rankin Avenue. There's an online survey. All of the materials that were at the public meeting are available for review there. That survey closes tomorrow, so if you haven't taken it, please take it.
I want to compliment that survey for it being like a very low time commitment to fill out. It's like A, B, or C. And instead of like, the best of Mountain Express takes like 3 hours to fill out, and so people just have stopped filling it out. I really like that the city's asking a nice tight question. A, B, or C, what do we like? And so I want to encourage that approach.
Great, thank you. And we'll come back with updates probably in October based on the input and further site analysis and consultation with our police department and fire and all those important stakeholders. Will present updates on where we're headed. College Patent bike lanes, I don't think I have updates there. There was a discussion at council, and I think there may be a work session. There may not be, and maybe Councilwoman Turner would like to provide updates, but we'll obviously keep you guys informed of any steps we're aware of. Outdoor dining, you heard about College and Patton stormwater projects, so unfortunately there's a lane closure eastbound, but there's been a full street closure westbound, so there's a detour in place. And we're expecting about 3 more weeks of that, so I know that it's a pain, and we're sorry to have to do that, but as I understand, the project is moving along, and so hopefully we can finish that and get that back opened up soon. That is what I have today, but I am happy to answer any questions.
Just want to point out, Pat, living over near Patton Avenue, it's tough over there. Traffic's been
Yeah.
really hard. It does look like the lights have been adjusted at the Klingman Patton Avenue. That's appreciated. So it looks like there's been some mitigation from the city.
And
Or-
it's just getting started over there.
Yeah, well, the lane closures have been rough. But Hilliard and the Hilliard Klingman Avenue, again, if there's anyone from the planning department here, I would love this to be top of the list. It's a gateway between two really important parts of our town, and it's such a dysfunctional intersection. And while I may just have sour grapes because that's my neighborhood, I also have a front row seat to a lot of difficulty of getting people and commerce between two really important sections, and it's like the focal point.
They say the
right
harder
there.
it is, the more often you'll see other modes of transportation used.
Yes,
It's a good problem.
Yeah, this is true, and the city actually helped recently with the bike lanes in my neighborhood, and so now I've had no blockages on the bike lanes in our neighborhood lately. So
Well,
we're working on it.
The Patton corridor study should be looking
Yes.
at that intersection.
Yeah.
Okay, we have city council updates.
I mean, I didn't prepare an update. I assume y'all have heard about some of the things that happened at last Tuesday's meeting, specific to bike lanes. And that you've heard the update that the downtown initiative is gonna be in perpetuity, and we actually have some downtown APC dedicated staff now. We're seeing a lot of success with the lateral hires and retention and sign-on bonuses. If you're not aware, if you're an APD officer and you recruit someone from another city that is properly trained, you get a bonus. You get a bonus if that new person stays, that new person gets a bonus. We tried to build APD from within. And it's been pretty successful and continues to be. So we're down to, I think, 27 or 28% vacancy, which is a big improvement from the 40 or 45. Do y'all have any specific questions? Do you want to talk about bike lanes or?
So the bike lane has kind of been remanded to staff, and it will come back somehow, some way, and we'll talk about it then, is my understanding. Is that?
Yeah, and I think they're overall, what I'll share, I can't speak for all of council, but I know if I had voted in support that night, it would have gone through. So I'll tell you where I'm at. I think ultimately, I think it's an imperative piece to the overall grid and network, and you can see that on the map. So I am trying to get to how I can support it, and I'm trying to respect my other colleagues who are feeling like there's some serious issues left on the table. So my goal is that we spend a little time. Maybe there are some tweaks, maybe there can be no tweaks. Maybe every tweak has been thought of, but I do hope to get to a place where that can happen. I don't know if at that time I'll still be a fourth vote or not, but I'm hoping to get there. We don't know if there's going to be a work session or not. We might, but it might just be that, the downtown master plan is being updated, the Patton Avenue corridor is being updated. All this stuff is kind of getting updated. So if we can better understand the network of transportation through all those plans, maybe it'll bring more clarity.
Okay. We are not talking about the solicitation ordinance here today. That is going to be brought to this commission
Yep.
just as an informational piece.
And we are, if you didn't hear,
later.
so it's such a large item, when you change an ordinance like this, it has to be heard twice. So we heard a part of the first step. We'll hear that same step at the next meeting. And we may or may not introduce the next step then. It may be another meeting, but there's going to be a couple stages, and you'll hear lots about it because each will require 2 meetings. But there is more action to be taken.
Okay. Any other questions for?
I will add one thing that y'all might want to have on an agenda in the future. With the bike lane information that's coming up and being digested, there's also been a new interest in talking about e-scooters again and alternative modes, e-bikes. We could go with e-bikes if that makes people feel better. But I don't know if that's something the commission might like to discuss or request the plan and the study that happened. It'd be interesting.
We could, if we could fold that in with the bike lane discussion, I think that would probably be
Multimodal.
Multimodal.
All
We-
the modes or some of the modes?
We have a open downtown commission seat, and the application deadline is Sunday? Okay.
Oh, wow. Have there been some recruits?
Well, there's been recruiting efforts.
Is there a particular set of skills we're looking for?
I would like some to be able to pass the torch on some of the public space management stuff that I do, as I will not be here in January. And
You roll off already?
yes, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I have somehow gotten 6 years older since I've been here.
I would not have guessed that.
So I would like someone that has some ability to jump in on that with prior experience.
Do we have any bicycle riders for their primary mode of transportation on this one? No, no, not you.
I will be after we get some more bike lanes.
Interesting, okay.
I applied another bike.
Oh, interesting. Okay,
There we go.
thank you.
And then so at our September meeting, we're going to talk about what staff has been pulling together regarding the design guideline discussion. Very good.
Exciting.
Yay. Any of closing informal discussion, future agenda items?
Unless you want to talk about alternative modes of transportation, electric vehicle, 2-3 wheels.
All right. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
I will let you know, I'm emailing the city attorney about this LLC and master concept. I'll forward you what I get back.
Thank you. I will second that. All in favor, you may leave. Thank you.
Aye.